Udhauli Festival. Udhauli Festival is an important festival of the Kirat community, which is celebrated with two major festivals in a year, Ubhawali and Udhawali. These festivals are considered significant in the Kirat community, similar to how Christmas is for Christians, Eid for Muslims, and Dashain for Hindus. Ubhawali and Udhawali are the main festivals of the Kirat community and are closely related to their culture, religion, nature, and agricultural activities. In this episode, the discussion will be about the Udhauli Festival. Udhawali is a special festival of the indigenous Kirat community in Nepal, which starts on the day of the full moon in the month of Mangshir, which is in December. The main purpose of this festival is to signify the change in weather as humans, animals, and birds migrate. According to Kirat beliefs, Udhauli is an important festival associated with the arrival of winter. Based on this festival, people from the Kirat community, along with their livestock, begin to migrate from the highlands to the lower regions as the harsh cold weather of winter sets in. This migration to lower altitudes is a traditional practice due to the harsh conditions of the mountainous areas. During this time, the Kirat people's migration with their belongings to lower altitudes is called Udhauli, which represents the change in environment and the natural message. This practice is not only a sign of geographical and cultural change, but also reflects the deep connection between the Kirat community's lifestyle and nature. The festival is primarily observed to honour and remember ancestors, with farmers praying for the prosperity of their crops and for peace and happiness. The word Udhauli means to move down from an elevated place to a lower place, which is related to the tradition followed during the festival. This festival is mainly celebrated in happiness for the nourishment and prosperity of crops, and it honour the importance of agriculture and the hard work of farmers. The significance of Udhauli Festival primarily revolves around nature and ancestral worship. This festival is celebrated for 15 days with various activities, and it is also considered a celebration related to seasonal change and the environment. During this time, people perform rituals and ceremonies to honour nature and their ancestors, aiming to maintain harmony with the environment. In the Kirat community, nature and ancestors hold a special place. Nature, which includes forests, rivers, water, the sun, etc., is worshipped because these elements are essential for life. Therefore, these elements are honoured and worshipped. Similarly, honouring and worshipping ancestors is a deep cultural tradition, as it is believed that without ancestors, human life would not be possible. The Kirat Rai community has a tradition of considering the three hearths as symbols of deities, and they also regard Sumnima, Paruhang, as the creator or the first ancestor who is worshipped. Udhauli is also referred to as Nwagi Bhumi Puja, newly ploughed land worship. This worship is particularly performed during the harvest season, when people remember their ancestors and offer grains and fruits. It reflects the deep connection between the Kirat people and their land, crops, and nature, and strengthens the relationship with natural resources and traditions. This practice highlights the cultural importance of the local lifestyle and Nepal's diverse cultural identity. For Udhauli and land worship, in the early morning, the people of the Kirat community, including parents, siblings, and children, adorn themselves in traditional Kirat attire and gather with dol, jayamta, chayabrung, and other instruments to dance the Sili dance. This dance is especially celebrated as part of the Kirat community's cultural heritage, symbolizing joy and social unity. The rhythm of the Sili dance creates a festive atmosphere where people of all ages participate. To perform the land worship, various religious and cultural materials are used according to Kirat customs. This worship is led by religious leaders, Dami, and it begins with the worship of the three hearths. In the past, this ceremony involved sacrificing a cow, but due to a ban by the state, now a rooster is sacrificed. For this ritual, materials such as a pair of chindo, rooster, rice wine, incense, water, betel leaves, dry fruits, dole, jayamta, and a bow and arrow are used. These materials complete the worship and are believed to bring blessings for peace and prosperity. This worship aims to preserve and honour religious and cultural traditions. Udhauli Sili dance is a special cultural and religious tradition of the Kirat Rai community, which is rooted in worship or religious rituals. This dance is primarily used to express the connection between ancestors. Pitri, the practice of Udhauli Sili dance, begins with the order of the Mundumi Dame, or religious guru, and has spread to various regions, uniting the community and helping preserve cultural heritage. The tradition of performing the Sili dance at worship sites, along with performing it at other locations, is part of the 15-day celebration of the Udhauli Festival. Sili dance is an important dance based on the culture and traditions of the Kirat community, where the movements of hands and feet mimic agricultural, domestic, and other traditional tasks. In this dance, the rhythms of the dole and jayamta, a traditional percussion instrument, are used to imitate animals, illustrate agricultural activities, and enact daily life tasks. The Sili dance is especially prevalent in rural areas and expresses the lifestyle, hard work, and the connection between farmers and nature. Activities like planting crops, ploughing fields, harvesting, spinning cotton into thread, and making traditional ornaments are depicted through dance and acting. The practice of Sili dance, performing the Sili dance, is widespread in the Kirat cultural context, where the style of dance varies according to the culture and traditions of a particular area. Sili dance refers to dancing in harmony with music and songs, coordinated with the movements of the body. In such dances, the expression of acting and gestures holds significant meaning, often linked to specific thoughts, emotions, or natural forces, are sung and danced to as a form of traditional creativity and cultural expression, reflecting the seriousness of life, ancestral customs, and the connection with nature. Thus, the Sili dance represents a deep connection with ancient traditions and nature, which continues to thrive in our culture and heritage. The Udhauli Sili dance is a traditional cultural dance of the Kirat community, used to express social interaction, feelings of joy, and cultural identity. People of all ages, including children, youth, and elders, form a circle and perform the dance, preserving and promoting the language, customs, culture, and identity of the Kirat community every year during the Udhauli Festival. This helps to pass down our traditions and culture to future generations. The importance and traditional cultural background of the Udhauli Festival are significant. This festival is one of the key celebrations of the Kirat community, marking the harvest time before the cold season begins, when grains are stored and ancestors are honoured and worshipped. The festival provides an opportunity to express gratitude to nature and ancestors while overcoming life's hardships. Through this festival, the language, customs, culture, identity, and traditions of the Kirat community are preserved and promoted. Please share with your friends and family. Thanks for watching.